Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're having a great day and that you are looking forward to your future and looking forward to all of those possibilities. That's what we're focusing on here. Now, I'm Eleanor Grace and I'm here in London in the United Kingdom. And we're having some reasonable weather, just giving you a bit of a weather forecast there, as we Brits always do. So let's get going with the show now. We're looking at clairvoyance and psychic messages from those loved ones who are passed over in spirit. Now, during my readings, I always use the tarot. These are the Rider-Waite tarot cards here, and they will give us an indication, little indication, some insight into the timescales around the decisions that you've got to make or the events that are going to happen in your life, maybe the people who you're going to meet as well. They're going to come forward. And I will use my crystal here. This is a quartz and citrine crystal ball. Now, this is all about prosperity, and that's what my focus is going to be in today's show. My Psychic Destiny show is going to show you all about the prosperity that you can reach and some of the ideals that are there as possibilities for you. So, possibilities and prosperity. We've got all the P's here today, haven't we? The initial of P. Now, during my readings, I will sometimes get names. I will always be able to connect with you, even though I'm a long, long way away. And what I need you to do to be able to get the most from your readings is to think about yourself. Don't think about me. Don't think about the issue, and get rid of all that stuff that you've done during the day and just really relax and focus onto the future. And we do that very simply and very easily. So when you call in for your free readings on Moonstruck TV, then that's what we want. We want you to be relaxed and ready and able to give feedback and understand that this is a very sort of a good procedure to be able to let you know how psychics work, how clairvoyance works, and also how mediumship works, which is that connection to spirit. So I feel that what you will be doing is concentrating a lot onto all of the issues that are surrounding your lives. And we're going to Carolyn next in Massachusetts. So hello there, Carolyn, and how are you today?
Hello. I'm very well, thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Yeah, okay, Carolyn, what I'm going to ask you to do is to, again, think about yourself, don't think about me during this reading, and we're going to take some cards and have a quick look into your crystal ball. So, Carolyn, the first card that I'm taking here, oh, well, this is lovely. This is for you, and this is all about connections in partnerships and relationships. So, what we're considering today is your permanent relationship. So, the partnership that makes you tick, the person that you love, that is around you, and how that is going to support you in your life. And what I'm feeling is that this is the big question that you have here, Carolyn. So it's that question of, well, is this person for me? Have I lost something that I could have gained? Is it my fault? There's a lot of blame going on around you about this toing and froing over whether this particular person is right for you. Now, does that describe how you're feeling right now, Carolyn? Because it seems as though you want to have true happiness and that true heart here. So very much by your side. And yet I've got this distance and this difficulty and question, and everything being a bit hidden. So no real commitment, I don't feel, is around you. Is that true? Is that how you're feeling at the moment, Carolyn?
No. It's funny, I just had that conversation with my husband. I'm
Okay.
feeling inadequate. I feel like I'm not contributing in the relationship money-wise, and I don't want to feel like a burden, but my husband doesn't want me to work. He says,
Yeah.
no, I'm supposed to just stay home and enjoy myself. And I'm a great wife and I'm a great caretaker. But my children are older now and they don't, I feel like I should be doing something. And he says
Yeah, you
no.
want to have some, yeah, you want to have something to do. You see, your marriage is here. That was the first card that you took. So it's interesting to hear your feedback because, as I've said to you, there is difficulty, there is, yeah, this sense of distance. Where's the commitment? Where is that joint commitment, really? Both of you striving towards a goal. And of course, you know, he will feel as though you've achieved it. You know, you've run the race, you've got the prize, you're here now to enjoy yourself. But I do feel that that's a little bit shallow, isn't it? It's hollow, shallow, and you're worth more than that. And here you've drawn the strength card. Now, the strength card will always give you that sense of strength, but it's about patience as well. And I feel that this is what is going to be your ace card, if you like, being patient, being strong, not actually listening too much to him. I think he just wants you to be happy because he has that true
He does.
heart. So he is genuinely caring about you. So I feel that
Oh, yeah.
what you will have to do is start something as a hobby and just, oh, well, I'm just doing this for now, you know, this very sort of nice thing that I'm up to that is just going to take a little bit of my time and distract me a little and let that hobby grow. But I feel that your intention is going to be a lot bigger than that. You don't want just something that might turn into something else. I think you want to have a plan. I've got you planning, I've got you thinking about timescales, about that longer term picture, and you can't just fester there in the wilderness, can you? You want to be a part of life, you want to be vibrant and enthusiastic about all of the achievements that you can now make. And that's because your children have grown and gone and, you know, you've done your job, you've been a great mom, and that's been fantastic. But I feel that you must take this step now. It's really important. Let's have a look into the crystal. Let's see what the crystal ball has got to say for you. Well, I can see prosperity. So there's a lot more money for you, but this is earned income of yours. This is about what you have and not about what somebody is giving to you or what you're needing to sustain yourself. I don't see you taking up any causes either. And this may well be what your husband would like you to do, you know, take up a cause or, you know, join a charity, give something to the community or to society in general. But that is not going to sustain you, Carolyn. What you will be looking for is something that is much more personal to you. You want to have personal success, and I can see that prosperity here. Prosperity isn't always about money, is it? It's also about being successful, having some, you know, real sort of, see that illuminated just a little, just turning the light on it. And yeah, I can really see some illumination here. It's the end of the tunnel. I feel that there's a group of you as well. So you will be joining forces with other women, I feel, who are in the same sort of situation. But it's not just charity dues and, you know, doing this for society. It's much, much more about you deciding upon something that you like, something that you want to do, and making that into a business. And I feel that that's going to be you. It's exactly where you need to be. Queen of Cups is here. Now, this is a very important person. The Queen here not only represents you being so satisfied and so happy in your life, but also I feel that you will have this female by your side who is a great friend, giving you a great prospect. And this prospect is all about how you can make changes happen. And there's beauty around you, there's jewelry. I feel everything that makes a woman feel good, but I also have the written word. So you'll be writing a manuscript or a book. You could do a book. Everybody's got a book in them. So why not write about it? But I feel this is more of a manuscript. I don't know if you write music or if you've ever learnt how to read music, because I've got musical notes. Okay. Well, that, again, remember what I've said. It could be a hobby that turns into something much bigger. I am seeing these musical notes. They're coming, I feel, from spirit, though, Carolyn. So did you have a mother, grandmother who was very musical, who played instruments and would read music? Is that why I'm seeing that for you?
No, none of my family. I don't remember.
None of your family have played instruments? That's interesting. Well, there's somebody
My
here.
husband's father plays a lot of instruments.
Ah, right. Is he in spirit, though? Is here?
If he's here, yes.
So it's a message for him then, because there's a soul in spirit who's a lady who has come through to me, showing me all of these musical instruments and notes and playing. So it's a message for your husband's father. That's your father-in-law. He's got to buck up. He's got to really try to be very positive. There's something that he's struggling with at the moment, perhaps his health or just. Yeah, okay. Does he have any loss of memory at all? Is that the problem?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So it's strange sometimes how spirit works, but because I'm being shown these musical instruments in the manuscript and reading music, he wants to listen to the piano very much. I've got a piano that is playing. Perhaps you can organise that for him. It helps to soothe his mind and helps him to connect to those loved ones in spirit as well. I'm going like this because this is a higher sort of level that he wants to reach to, and I feel that spirit are with him, angels are with him, they're coming to sit with him, to be with him. So the message here for you, Carolyn, is to perhaps spend some more time, give him lots of visual images, photographs, but it's this music that's important. And the message here is to tell him not to give up, don't give up. There's many more years yet. Even though he seems to be locked in, he's not going to be. I feel that it's a release for him, but it comes from music and it comes from within and angels and his belief as well. There's this lady who will be connected to him, perhaps his wife, his a very strong, supportive person. I'm just closing my eyes because I can see angels that are here that want to give blessings to you because you're so caring and you're so loving, and you have been. Do you know that, Carolyn? You have been consistent with your family. You're very well loved. And this is why your husband just wants you to take it easy and to take your time. But you will persevere. You will get together with this other lady. You'll create a hobby that's going to turn into a small business. That's going to grow into something else. And there's money here and pure enjoyment. Prosperity is about that fulfillment in your life. And that's a goal that you will reach. Now, I'm just taking one card here finally for you to just see what sort of. We've got the card of justice. So you're being told here again from the angels that it's the truth. That's exactly what you need to do. You need to be true to yourself now, as well as still loving your family very much and still being the perfect wife and mother and friend and, great sort of homemaker. You can still reach out there and make something for yourself. Your father-in-law, troubled, but spirit with him. His mother figure or wife figure is with him. He's being told not to worry. Music, playing the music, classical music, the piano. I've got the manuscripts here. He knows the songs. So just give him that message with love from his loved ones passed over and he'll be fine. Lovely to speak to you, Carolyn, and I wish you well. I hope you've enjoyed your reading with me, Eleanor Grace. Now, I'm just going to our next caller, who is Wendy. Hello there, Wendy. Are you with us here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello there, and how are you today, Wendy?
Uh, I'm
One of
okay,
those.
I guess.
It's one of those days, is it? I thought it's a
I
low
think I think it's
energy.
I think every day is one of those days.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, let's take a card. Let's see what we've got for you. Just taking one of the tarot. Ah, wonderful. We have the world. Now, you couldn't get a better card here, Wendy, than the card of the world. This is about freedom. It's not about the world on its own, or travel, or even though those things do come into your life, it is about freedom, and it is about you taking a few more steps now to that goal where you can say to yourself, do you know what? It's time for me. I'm just going to section out some of this time for me. And I think you've got to remember, going back into the past, long, long way, the time when you didn't have all of this caring, all of this neediness, all of this responsibility placed on your shoulders. So it's a time when you were much, much younger, even a child maybe, where you had dreams, you had hopes, you had those wondering ideas of what life was going to bring to you, that excitement about how wonderful it is to be alive and to be here and to feel all the things that we can feel. So overwhelmed is where you've come from today. And here is your point of freedom. So we're not going to be dwelling on all the bad things and all the negative things because you have a true heart here. This is Two of Cups. So um, are you in quite a loving relationship? Because if you're not, then one is about to be given to you. It's like you are
I'm
going
not
to
in a
enjoy.
relationship right this second.
Right,
I do
right,
kind of have a complicated relationship that
right.
has been like over 30 years with children and stuff, but and I have a couple other people that kind of try to talk to me, but I'm older now, and that's just not where my
It's
mind's
not where
at.
you want. Yeah.
My
This,
mind right now is on my kids, and just making sure that we're okay. And
yeah.
I'm also grieving at the time because my daughter, she died in April, so
Oh, I'm so
I'm still
sorry.
going through that grieving process.
Well, she's here because she's in your world card. She's right in the center, if you can see that there. She's the girl in the center with freedom. Remember, I was talking to you about freedom. So her spirit is free. Was she in a lot of pain? Because I feel distress. It may be you that I'm getting that from as well.
Yes, she had a lot of physical pain, and
Yeah.
it was right there at the end. She couldn't walk. She couldn't. It was really bad, and she
Yeah.
had a lot of mental issues too. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Ah,
she suffered for about 9 years, and I stood by her side the whole time. And I went through it with her. So I'm surprised that I'm functioning as good as I am functioning at the moment. Uh, but she was 29, so she died right before her 30th birthday, and I found her in her apartment dead. So it's been a lot.
well, she's with you. She is with you. Don't miss her because she's with you all the time. She seems to shadow you all the time. And you've got these unexpected surprises with the magician. So she comes into your dreams as well here, Wendy. And you will have noticed that. Do you wake up in the middle of the night, do you, about 3 o'clock? What's three
Well,
o'clock?
no, I can't. I can't sleep at night, so I'm kind of up. But sometimes when I'm up at night, I'll come across like 111 or 333 on the phone or something like that.
So what's 3 o'clock then? Why is that relevant to you? Because that's what I'm being told from her, that I've got 3 o'clock or 3 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. Maybe that's
That
when,
may have been, maybe that's when she passed. I'm not sure because I found her early that morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not really sure exactly when she passed.
that may be what she's telling you, just so that you know a little bit more about her circumstances. Because, she's she's gone to higher levels because the archangels are here with her, particularly Raphael, that I've got this sense of, this, wonderful uplifting spirit that is with your daughter. And this 3 o'clock is being shown to me, as well as a sort of feathers everywhere, white feathers everywhere. It's like she's on a bed of feathers, so light and not in pain anymore. So she can float and she can, really sort of take her time. And that, I feel, is very significant here. She loved
Well,
she loved her life. She loved her life, but she did not like the pain. She couldn't deal with that anymore. She was
no,
more than
she,
ready.
even over the 9 years, she never gave up. She was still
Yeah,
trying to make plans, but she also heard voices. So it's not her
yeah,
whole life, but like around 2016, she
yeah.
just, one day she just flipped out. She just started hearing voices and stuff. And I never
Okay.
could figure out. And then we found out she was pregnant like the week after that. So I always put the pregnancy with whatever that was, but I could never find any doctors to help me to figure out what was wrong with her. And she just suffered
Yeah,
for 9 years. And
yeah.
I stood by her side, and I was heartbroken the whole time. So I was grieving then anyway, through that
Well, it
situation.
was
And I was
you.
hoping.
Yeah, it was you that was suffering as well, wasn't it? You
Oh
actually
yeah,
lived through
yeah,
it. You had the suffering as well, which is really
yeah,
hard to
because
do.
it's very heartbreaking to watch your child go through a situation like that. That's
Yeah,
very. I mean, she was tormented, not just
yeah.
mentally but physically too. I mean, it was hitting her both ways. So,
Tormented. Yeah, tormented.
um,
Yeah.
and she would still get out inside the DoorDash and do stuff like that, but she had got right there at the end where she couldn't hardly walk. She couldn't see real good. She couldn't
Mm.
eat because she would get choked, and I couldn't get any of the doctors to help her. They just let her sit there and just die,
Oh,
basically.
oh, but you helped her. Yeah, you loved her.
Yeah,
You
I
helped
did.
her, and you kept
I
that
did
spirit
help her.
alive as well. Did you lose another child here, Wendy? Was there a miscarriage? Because I have another girl that is in spirit. Is that connected to you? Can I
I
ask you?
actually had I actually had two miscarriages,
Right,
but it was
okay.
a long time ago. One was
Yeah, yeah.
in, let's see, one, I
But
think
you're
one
talking.
might have been a set of twins, and one was just one. But they would have been
Okay.
around. They would be older now. Let's just put it that way, because my third child, which was my third child after my second one, is the one that died, and I got pregnant when she was like 3 years old. So she was 29 when she died. So she was 3 years old when I got pregnant the first time and had a miscarriage, and then the second one was after my third child, and she's 24 now, and that was 2 years
Right.
after her. So they would probably be in their 20s.
Right, okay, okay. But I feel that there's at least one soul in spirit who is with your daughter. So it seems as though the soul family has connected, that they come from the same place. I'm being given a J as well, the initial of J, and I've also got the P here, which is what I started with, which I felt was going to be important in today. So who is Jay in spirit? Who is that?
I don't I don't
You don't
know
have,
anybody that would have Jay. I've got
what's
an
about the
I've
P?
got an aunt I've got an Aunt Ginger. That's a G though, but she's
Yeah.
she's passed.
No, no, this is a J. Well, look, I'm just going to leave that one with you, because sometimes after readings, people just put it together, and you've got your daughter here with you, and I want to concentrate on her. So, firstly,
Okay.
give me her name so that I can talk to her while you're here, so I can really get
Okay.
some.
The one that died, not the miscarriage, but the one that died at 29. Her name was Alyssa.
Alyssa, okay. Alyssa, she's very pretty, wasn't she? I've got a pretty
Oh, she
face.
was gorgeous. She was
Yeah,
gorgeous.
pretty face. And big cheeks. I've got these cheeks that I want to just, Patricia cheeks. She's
She had dimples. She had
bright.
really deep dimples in her cheeks. Really
Yeah,
deep dimples in her
that's
cheeks.
Yeah, that's what I can see now. I'm connecting to Alyssa. There's tears in her eyes, but she had beautiful eyes as well. You know, she wants to really sort of show you how much she loves you, how much she cares, and how much she was so grateful that you took away so much of her pain, which you did. And you took that away with selflessly. You know, it was a selfless act. There was a problem with a man, I feel, with her. There was somebody that like was very forceful around her that she wanted to push away. So she's showing me that. I think that was a relationship that she had, somebody that she liked and then disliked a lot. You'll understand that. That's what she's saying. You will understand.
She isolated for 9 years. She pretty much isolated herself. She's pretty much by herself. So the only person I could think that you would be talking to would be her baby's father, but she didn't really have that much to do with him. But
Yeah.
he had got the daughter, and she didn't get see her daughter for like 3 years before she died because
Right.
he had her,
Okay.
and he just never let her see her, or I'm not sure what the situation is. I just know she never saw her.
That must be the forcefulness that I've got, the presence that is so strong. Wendy, it's a wonderful moment for you to be linked to Alyssa here. She's going to come into your dreams, so watch out for your dreams. And I'm going to thank you so much for coming into the show. We're coming to the end of the show now, so do get hold of me on gracedestiny.com. You'll find my website and you'll be able to book a reading or have an email reading. They're really popular, and we can carry on with this sitting, with this psychic connection. But lots and lots and lots of love to you, and your daughter wants to thank you for being so brave. So you must have been. Well, that's the end of my show. I've been Eleanor Grace, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.